thing. And that's what I tend to use. And I like to give recommendations based on your height because we don't necessarily know otherwise what an ideal body weight is for someone. Sure, absolutely. You can just look up, you can just Google, reference weights for height. In the book, what I use is for men, you for 5 feet tall, you give basically men 110 pounds for the first 5 feet, and then 5 pounds for every inch above that. So if you're a 5 foot tall male, the ideal body would be 110. If you're 5'1", it would be 115. If you're 5'2", it would be 120. For women, it's just 100 pounds at 5 feet, and then also 5 pounds for each additional inch. So 5 foot woman would be 100 pounds. 5'1" would be 105. 5'2" would be 110. I love it. Yes, please. I'll take some. That's good. But it's certainly not. I mean, the satiety per calorie is fairly low because it's a high energy density. It's a high fat product. It's a sweetened product that's high in fat and high energy density, and it also sweetened. So you're definitely going to eat more hedonically. Tasty, delicious, love it, go for it. I think it's way better though than just like really cheap milk chocolate. This is a perfect example of how if you look at the satiety per calorie score, dark chocolate's way better than your just cheap Hershey's bar type, very high sugar, much lower quality milk chocolate. I think that body composition is equals metabolic health almost completely. So looking healthy and being healthy is very, very much overlapped to the point of almost being identical. And that's, when you get to the extremes of bodybuilding, that's definitely not true, where all these, super thin people feel like they're going to die. But for the most part, looking good and being healthy internally, metabolically, is so much overlap that it's almost the same thing. And a lot of people don't agree with me. They're like, oh, well, you could be really healthy and look overweight, or you could be look really healthy, but inside you're not. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't really agree with that. That would definitely make them just as insulin sensitive as someone who didn't. But you would probably have other downstream health impacts, such as degenerative joint disease of the large weight-bearing joints. You're going to have way more osteoarthritis of the hips and knees in someone who weighs a lot more than ideal, even if they have really good insulin sensitivity because they have such a high personal fat threshold. So I still think there might be some downsides to that. Although from an insulin sensitivity point of view, yes, if you have a really high personal fat threshold, you could look a lot fatter than someone who didn't and actually be healthier from a metabolic